Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Unofficially Opinionated. I'm Christian. We got Nate here. What's going on, Nate?
I'm good. I'm good. Just getting over being sick, coming from London, being sick. So I didn't really actually get sick. I think I was contagious though, but I didn't go out my house. So
That's good.
hopefully no one got
And
sick.
infect the whole of France with your
Exactly. Yeah.
London germs.
Right.
Yeah, so folks, we're here. We've got a new series we're starting. We're going through Good Omens. Now, I know season one was a little bit ago, but we didn't want to just jump straight into season two.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Archbishop James Usher claimed that the heaven and the earth were created on Sunday, the 21st of October, 4004 BC
Okay,
at
precise.
9 a.m.
right.
Okay.
This
Very
was
precise.
correct by almost
That's why
a
it's
quarter
wrong.
of an hour.
Right.
It was created at 9:13 in the morning, which was correct. I play an ineffable game of my own devising. For everyone else, it's like playing poker in a pitch-dark room for infinite stakes with a dealer who won't tell you the rules and who smiles all the time. Secondly, the
I love it already.
That's
is in Libra.
hilarious. That is the most hilarious intro.
Right. So now we get a feel for what kind of show this is, right? Like it's not it is a comedy. So like it's
It
not
is.
supposed to be all
Super
super dark and
serious.
serious,
Right.
whatever. So it's taking everything very much in stride
Yes,
as a
it
joke,
is.
which
And
is gonna be
the
great.
and the reason why it's so funny to me is just because of it's just because of our religious upbringing. Like I
Right.
was just imagining everybody like
Exactly.
having a seizure listening to
Right.
Just after the beginning. It starts,
Is that supposed to be
as it
Eden?
will end, with a garden. In
Oh,
this
yeah, okay.
case, the Garden of Eden. And with an apple.
It's a nice wall.
A fruit,
I
not
knew
an
it.
apple.
I was restraining, but Nate had to go there. The Bible doesn't say apple. With that
What has he
flaming
got? A
sword.
flaming sword. It's the angel that has the flaming sword.
Look.
It was a nice day. All the days have been nice.
Not very subtle of the Almighty, though. Fruit tree in the middle of a garden with a don't touch sign. Top of a high mountain. Or on the moon. What? Didn't you have a flaming sword? You did. It was flaming like anything. What happened to it? Lost it already, have you?
Gave it away.
You what?
I gave it away.
Oh, that's
Oh
why.
my
they had
There
it.
are
Okay.
vicious animals. It's going to be cold out there, and she's expecting already. And I said, here you go, flaming sword. Don't thank me. And don't let the sun go down on you here.
You know, it really isn't my scene.
Your scene. Your starring role. Take it.
Well,
Like I said,
they know.
times are changing. Ciao.
This walk is
This,
too much.
yeah, I
cannot take it.
Can't deal with it.
It's Italian. Means food.
Sister Teresa and I will deliver
Teresa,
the darling's
there's always a
child
Sister
in
Teresa.
room 4. Once he has been born, we will
She looks
remove
suspicious.
the baby
She does.
boy from the mother
Why do we have
and
this whole
give her
chart?
back our master's child.
Oh,
there
I
you go.
see.
Yeah. I like the fact. I mean, this happens just, I guess, in general, but I like the fact that they have like these mortals um aligning themselves with the dark side to bring about the end of the world with, I'm assuming, an assumption that they will be spared, right?
Right.
Like I like this kind of I don't know, this kind of it's a weird dichotomy. Like if you're so convinced that this what other people would consider evil is the way to go or whatever,
Right.
and despite how much bad has happened, you're convinced yourself that it's like a necessary evil, to the point where you don't recognize that the same thing could happen to you. Now we don't know exactly what
Right.
evil has been wrought in order to bring this about, or what is going to be, but it's funny to me just how this is just I guess in life in general, how people align themselves with bad causes.
Yeah. Well, it's like I
You
know
know,
they're a liar, but they don't lie to me.
right? Yeah, exactly. It's a
Like they
kind
lie
of
to
a
everybody, but they would never
right,
lie to me
right,
because
exactly.
I'm on the inside. Like,
Yeah,
Well, that's clever. Is it infrared?
Has it started yet?
They made me go out.
Any idea how long we've got?
Well, I think we were getting on with it, Doctor.
Got it. What room, she in?
We're in room 3.
Room
Oh,
3,
no.
got it?
oh no.
There's a trick they do with 3 playing cards, which is very hard to follow.
Room 2
Where's
now.
the baby? Satan, give me strength. Sister Mary Lucretius has him.
Jeez, this is just
Well,
so
as always.
convoluted.
I mean, there's always Adam.
You really believe that?
Obviously. Heaven will finally triumph over hell.
Finally.
It's going to be rather lovely. I am an angel, you are a demon. We're hereditary enemies. Get thee behind me, foul fiend. After you.
That night, Arthur and Deirdre Young proudly took the baby they believed was there.
It's interesting this because they mentioned it kind of like multiple times in the show already, how the angel can't disobey,
right.
right? And basically, it's the duty of the demon to disobey, right?
Right.
Which is it's a very interesting to me. It's very interesting from the the stuff that we've learned about like religion and stuff like that. How they kind of feel like they kind of teach that obedience is like the ultimate, like this is the only way basically to get to heaven, or to be um I guess a child of God or something like that, is obedience, right? Which I personally have like rebelled against, right? Because steadfast obedience without understanding or without, like it doesn't make sense.
Because when God was talking in the beginning of the show about basically you know having all the cards and you don't know the rules and they're so
Right,
the question really for the show for me right now is what is the actual plan,
right, yeah,
right? Because you guys perceive what you've been told was the plan
right,
because that's what you were told,
right.
but are you still ultimately doing, even if you disobey, was that
Part
part
of
of
the
the plan that
plan.
you just
Right,
weren't aware of,
right,
and you're thinking, oh, I'm going off, I'm going to save this the whole thing, when really that was the point
right.
was you two to get together and
Mhm.
do this, right?
That's also a
We don't
concept
know. Yeah, I
that's
mean,
very interesting. Like
not that you were forced, but it
Mhm,
was foreseen how this
mhm.
would play out, and so
Shut up, do you?
We are a chattering order. We say what is on our minds. And right now, what's on my mind is that you can't treat us like...
Would you
That's
like
what
to
I was
deal with
talking
the
about.
order is dissolved, or would you rather that they all perish in the fire?
You're supposed to thwart the wiles of the evil one at every turn, aren't you?
Well,
See a wile, you thwart, am I right?
actually, I encourage humans to do the actual.
Well, the Antichrist has been born. But it's the upbringing that's important.
it's very interesting how Crowley's able to use his tongue so well
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking
to
that too. Yeah.
twist and convince him, right? And I'm trying to figure out. I mean, yes, it's to get what he wants, but he's
Mhm.
very, very good at this,
Yeah, yeah.
talking him into
Right,
something he doesn't. I mean, is it talking him into something he wants to do, or talking him something he doesn't want to do?
right.
Either way,
Mhm.
you're getting what you want,
Right, yeah, yeah.
which is
I
just so
like that
interesting
as
to me.
well. Card trick that they were showing, it's
Hmm.
almost impossible to follow, right? So we tried to follow it, and at the end of the day, yeah, did we, like you said, did we follow that correctly? Now I was watching the blankets because that was the best teller, right?
Right,
So the red one did go to the English,
right,
except they could very easily at the end of the series show us that, and in fact they had switched the blankets or something
right.
like
That
that,
doofus sister did something
Right.
stupid and messed up the blankets, and then got
Like,
confused because she was
just
like, "Wait a minute,
Very commendable, Aziraphale. Excellent work, as
Aziraphale.
usual.
Yes. But Aziraphale,
Is this guy on
we
a
will be most
hoverboard?
understanding when you fail.
Yeah.
After all, wars are to be won.
Not avoided.
But I won't fail.
Wow.
I mean, that would be bad.
Did you hear that? Wars are to be won, not avoided.
What you're doing, as the Almighty likes to say, climb every mountain.
Ford every stream.
Oh no.
I can't believe these people. So it is going to be Sound of Music for eternity.
That is.
I want a dog that's brilliantly intelligent and can go down rabbit holes and I can teach tricks. And I'll call him... I think
Okay.
I'll call him Dog. Seems a lot of trouble in a name like that.
Looks like Wishbone.
This dog's just going to turn up.
What a mess.
My goodness. That's enrapturing. No pun intended.
Oh my goodness. I can't wait to see where this goes.
My goodness.
That was
yeah.
good so far. What do you think?
I agree. I love I don't know why I didn't watch it in the beginning. I think this was the episode that I had watched, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I think I watched like all of 5 minutes or whatever. But I don't know. I like how they just play with concepts. I don't know. It's just like juggling, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I love it, to be honest.
Yeah, I really enjoy the world that Neil Gaiman's able to come up with. Like I enjoyed watching Sandman.
Mhm.
Just the way that it wasn't playful like this, but still the
No.
way you see things from different angles.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I guess he does. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of Sandman. I thought the series was done really, really well, but I guess the story is just not something that excuse me, speaks to me. This I like because I think it's just because it continues to make me think, like everything that's happening is making me think about everything that we learned,
Mhm.
in like in Sabbath school and in church and stuff like that, Um, and I like it because a lot of people just do not question religion. I would like to know what Neil Gaiman's kind of backstory is,
Mhm.
maybe, because he also dealt with a little bit of this in Sandman. Like I told you, one of my favorite parts of Sandman was when they had the convention of murder. I forgot what they
Oh
were.
right, yeah.
I forgot what the term was for at the moment, but and he had the Sandman remove the kind of the stories that they told themselves to keep themselves feeling like keep themselves maybe self-hypnotized into the fact
Right.
that this is what they're doing was actually good.
Mhm.
He removed that away from them and they had to face reality, sort of thing. This is I like the fact that he plays it, so I'm feeling like he's coming from some sort of religious background or something to be able to play this so well. It's written so well, like it's not like, yeah, it's not obtuse, but it's also not uh it's not too subtle. Like it's in your face, but yeah. And it just causes people to think. I think it should, I suppose, even in its jocularity, cause people to think about what it is, not necessarily religion, but just what it means to be good versus evil, sort of thing. So, and I don't believe that it's obedience. But I do remember the song that we used to sing when we were growing up, Trust and Obey,
All right. I'm not gonna sing it, but yes, I
Yeah,
recall.
exactly. But it's interesting because obedience, I think, plays a key part in it. And this is something that he was fighting with. The angel was in the show. He was fighting with it is obedience. Obedience does play a part, but it's not this obedience. It's one of those obedience like uh, you're you're a parent and you have your kid and you're crossing the street and you tell your kid, or you're a parent with your kid and you tell your kid to look both ways before crossing the street, the kid should obey in this instant, right? Even though the kid doesn't understand why,
Right.
the kid should. We all know now that the kid should obey because you don't know what's coming at you. So look both ways, sort of thing. And I think that is the key difference between, because now you got people who's just obey, like read the Bible and obey. No, 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 no.
Yeah. Well, I think one issue with that example is, I tell the kid, "Hey, look both ways,"
Mm-hmm.
and then they obey.
Right.
But if we play telephone, right, and someone in the beginning tells this
Yep.
person, and then
Yeah.
the fifth person tells the kid something,
Yes. That's absolutely right.
how can we? The question is, did that last person really tell the kid what
Transmit
I said back here?
exactly. Transmit
And
the correct
and that's
message.
the piece where, not to get too metaphysical, but right, like if the kid knows me,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
then they would have a better understanding of what to do. Now the problem is, right,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like if it's a 5-year-old kid, they don't really have the option of of trying to sit there and figure out
Mm-hmm.
all of that complication, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Their role is just do what I was told, and I gotta trust people that are smarter than me.
Right.
Now, this person is 30 years old,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's a little bit different, right? They're gonna be
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, okay, yes, you said that, but I know
Mm-hmm.
Christian. Christian wouldn't like
Right.
that's not how Christian talks. So I think
But
you misunderstood.
right. But in respect, like that should be the way it is, but it's not usually the way it is, at least when it comes to religion. But the thing about the kid is that a kid from the beginning learns to trust their parents, right? Because that becomes their safe space. So if you have taught the kid the way if you have this relationship the way you should have it, you should be able to tell your kid, and it should be far and few between when you have to tell your kid do this for their safety, right? Like it should be far and few between because you also have to let the kid explore, right? Which, just comparing it to the Garden of Eden, was the case. Like all he said was, "Don't go near this tree." That's it. He was like, "Everything else, do whatever, just don't go near this tree," right? They went, according to the story, they went near the tree and they listened to the serpent, and then they did. Well, Eve did, and then Adam was like, "Well, I can't live my life without my woman." So, according to the story,
Let's do it.
exactly. But but since then, it has become this, yeah, like you said, this whole story of telephone, to the point where now it's all convoluted. Like, no one really knows actually. So everyone's thinking, "Oh, the moral of the story is to just obey." When I don't think that that's the moral of the story.
Yeah, so well, that was fun. Hey
Was.
guys, stick with us, hang out with us,
Yeah.
subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we get the new stuff out because we're gonna keep going through this. And yeah, I guess we'll see y'all next time on episode 2. Coming soon.
Ciao.
All right, y'all. See you later.